Put your hand up if you won a trophy in the last 3 seasons. I've never said that.
All of a sudden, you can start sacrificing.
I've never said that. All I've ever said is that you're not winning the league. Facts.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. For those watching us, you probably realise that this is unfamiliar territory for us, but we're trying to trial some new studios. So definitely let us know what you think by mentioning us in the comments. Before we do that, let's go around the room and let's introduce the pundits who are with us today. Strives.
Yeah, man, what you saying? It's your boy Strives. You call me Striver, you know how it goes, man. Yeah, man, like what your boy J-Man said. Yeah, man, we're onwards and upwards, innit? Onwards and upwards, bruv. So yeah, now you guys can get the cookings in 4K.
Imagine.
Man. Yeah, man, we're all good, man. Ain't too much for me to hear this week, man. I'm on holiday with Arsenal, you know what I mean? We're in Dubai. On a real undeserved holiday, but we're here, man.
When does that trip finish?
I think it's about 10 days.
Yeah, it's about 10 days.
6-day trip or something like that.
Yeah, but man, see the boys playing volleyball and stuff like that, man. It's been making me sick.
Oh, what, the content is out?
Why that make you sick?
It just makes me sick.
That's training. Like, what do you want to do?
We'll talk about that in the episode.
We'll talk about it, but yeah.
I feel like volleyball training is like set piece training, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's probably something in that.
Yeah. Definitely. Moving on, Molly Mar.
One more here, repping Holland, vintage Ajax today. Even though the boys I ain't going to say done well, bruv. They managed to scrape through, bruv.
Mad scrape.
But yeah, here, man, enjoying the new settings, man. The lighting's looking decent. Yeah, nice little space.
De La Strada, nice to have you back.
Yeah, De La Strada, yeah. I've been away for a while, but I'm back, man. So they're sort of saying nothing's new to the free agent. And what I have noticed is that I've been listening to the episode.
I was just
I was just waiting.
You
will pass to them.
This is the true.
Vino by accident.
The true Della, bruv. This is how I was introduced to him in school, bruv.
So I finished work. And I was in the studio. I put on the top. I didn't just happen to be this. It's not,
Was it just the first one you grabbed?
This is the first match I've actually worn this top. The whole tracksuit was about like £70. And it's not even got Adidas or anything. So these people are hustling, guys.
The kit's kind of wavy, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
nice little top. You should
Old school kind of
I should
vibe.
wear my Austin, innit? Wear my Austin, bro.
Yeah, I probably will. Wembley.
I told you not to accept it. He's got no manners, bro.
I don't accept anyone,
bro. Shameless.
I accepted anyone, I rejected anyone. So who support there, bro?
Who?
Yeah, because when you was introducing yourself, who did you support?
I said I'm a free agent. Which part did you hear?
Yeah.
But what I was going to say before you move
go
on. Yeah, you guys have changed the intro so many times, man. I don't know if you guys have done a remix.
I think this is a meeting for off. This is for a meeting off.
I'm like, yo, these guys are remixed the whole thing, but yeah.
What were we listening?
What do you mean? Like
the
actual
intro.
intro?
Yeah.
Because he likes the hello, hi, good morning.
Oh, okay.
So that's probably me, man, because I hate the intro in it. So I just do my own one. So I just put that out in my bag. But J-Man, he kind of does that intro.
No, it's not.
Now, today I thought I'd switch it up just because people watching it might be like, well, let's just address where we are. So,
can you remind the people what the intro is, just in case they forgot?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever's
Let's not waste minutes on that while we're in the studio.
Go for it.
That intro costs money.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, last but not least, Joey.
Yes, the host in the most. Yes, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, aka Liverpool #1 supporter, repping Liverpool with the 1995, 96 kit, something like that.
Proper old school classic.
Did my things, man. Let's have it.
Obviously, guys, you can find us on all the major platforms, podcast.pundits, podcast pundits _. So give us a like, give us a follow.
No, it's not podcast.pundits now, bro. It's podcast pundits _, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, man, we changed, man. We got kicked off Instagram, we had to come back again.
Oh, sugar. Yeah, we might need to edit that one. Anyway, I'm sure if people can find us in the search bar, Podcast Pundits comes up when I type it. So I'm sure they'll find it easily.
Fair dude, bro.
Let's move straight to you, Joey. It was Plymouth 1.
So before you go in, is it a thing that everyone needs to wear a top that represents their team?
No, wear what you want, man.
Okay, so
wear what you want.
then.
Well,
yes.
I just thought it was fitting. Like, obviously, we ain't seen you for a few weeks, and then when you return, you're You're wearing Newcastle apparel. I just wondered if it was a coincidence.
Oh, no, it was a coincidence, honestly.
Okay, fair dues.
Would you say apparel? Say again.
Apparel.
Apparel spritz.
No, I want to hear
Like
him.
apparel spritz.
I want to hear him say it. This one in particular.
Yeah, you're a freak. Hey, I can't help my pronunciations, man. It's African to me.
It's fine, man. It's fine. I'm sure we'll have a lot more to discuss later. But yeah, Jerry, so slot side crash out of the FA Cup versus the bottom of the Championship team after Hardy's penalty. Just before we go straight into that game, obviously you beat Spurs 4-0. You thrashed them. Then you've gone to this game.
No. Make sure he's listening to you. He's playing Candy Crush, bro.
Is this nigga talking to me?
He wants to blank this segment. He thought it didn't happen, but it really did. In terms of, so you thrashed Spurs 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously 10 changes for Liverpool in the game against Plymouth. Do you think that was the downfall, or do you just think in terms of there was enough big names on that team sheet for them to bring you over the line?
No, look, he's done everything he's supposed to do, to be fair, man. You've got your nearest competitors on 10-day hiatus where they're in UAE, yeah? They're in UAE sunning up, having their time. I think our players required a rest, and I think some of them may have gone to Saudi Arabia. Apparently, that's what I heard. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, we need a break, man. We've been going at it, and we've got a game on Wednesday versus Everton. It's going to be a huge game. So I think he's done exactly the right thing in terms of resting the big names and giving other players opportunities to come on. There was enough on there to see out the game against the bottom of the Championship team that have conceded the most goal in all of England's professional leagues.
Yeah, because who did they have on the pitch? They had Tsimikas, the Endo.
Tsimikas, Endo playing centre-back. Joe Gomez started but came off with an injury, I think, or something happened. Harvey Elliot is a guy who's pushing for first-team football, so I'm expecting you to come out and...
Was it Chiesa as well? Did he start?
Chiesa's coming. With Chiesa, a bit more reservation with criticising him because, again, he's somebody who's trying to adjust to playing in England after all of his injuries. But yeah, again, there's enough players on the pitch that should be doing things like Trainioni. He's another guy who people want to see stuff from. So yeah, man, I can't have any complaints with the starting lineup.
Fair enough. And in terms of, what was you going to say, Doug?
So who was your midfield?
Midfield was McConnell, Elliot, and Nioni.
Yeah.
What about Endo?
Yeah, Endo was in the middle.
No, he got moved to centre back.
Yeah, he was in the middle to start.
No. Gomez was playing right back. Endo centre back, Kwanzaa and Tsimikas.
I'm sure Endo was playing centre back. When I checked, he was centre back.
Yeah, he started centre back with Kwanzaa.
No, he started in midfield.
And then he came back centre back. Yeah, that's what.
So who?
No, because another guy came on for right back for some guy I've never heard of.
I think someone moved. I'll double check. Endo ended the centre back.
Conor Bradley's on holiday. Boy, come on, man. You like slide tackling Mbappe. You don't slide tackle Mbappe and play with them guys.
No, that's what you wouldn't say. Your two right backs are away on the same time, isn't it?
Say that again?
I just thought you wouldn't have sent both of your two right backs away at the same time.
No, Joe Gomez is there, obviously, and then we have another guy who came on as a sub.
Okay.
In terms of the actual incident, obviously, it was a scrappy game that kind of came to life with Harvey Elliott's handball. No qualms about that.
Oh, no, 100% it's a penalty. No excuses in putting your hands up in the air. Again, I was a bit disappointed by his performance, and that was the cherry on top of a shit pie, I guess.
Yeah.
Good team that you started. Jota played as well, Diaz.
Sorry, that's it. Jota started, Diaz. I remember I told you I'm on to Diaz. I'm on to Diaz. I've had enough of him.
Face, innit?
You're saying a Colombian Aaron Lennon?
Aaron Lennon? No, that's harsh.
No. I'm gonna come back. I'll come back to you.
He weren't even dead though.
Yeah. I'll come back to you on that because he might have had more end product in his best season. He might have.
Damn it.
But I'll come back to you on that.
But in terms of, I was going to say, I know that you said that you've got one eye on obviously the Premier League and it was the right thing for him to do.
I never said that.
Well, you said you said that basically it was the right thing for him to do.
It was the right thing to rest players.
Yeah, but my thing is
because you got a game on Wednesday.
I understand that
you did say that.
No.
Yeah,
you did say that,
but I didn't say it in those words.
But I was going to say, was it more not of a downfall that he didn't have maybe some strong players on the bench?
Yeah, maybe,
was
I
your
guess. Like, only Nunes was on the bench
Yeah.
in terms of thingy. But let's, look, man, I've tried to care. You've asked loads of questions. I just don't care, bro, man. I'm not fast fighting, man. I don't know, like, maybe we need a striver to come in and try and like drive up some commotion in it. There's not a story here, bro.
But why
Like,
do you care? Because you know what? As soon as that result happened, I knew Liverpool were gonna come out and say, "Oh, we don't care." This and
No.
that.
It's not even that. Like, we had a pre-recorded, because I was disappointed in the performance. I was watching the game and I was thinking, like I said at the start, like, Harvey Elliot, like, show me something, bro, because Curtis Jones has displaced you. Like, there's nobody in this team that. You had your ankle injury at the start of the season and people were expecting you to come in because you played well in pre-season. And then now that you're getting these opportunities to play, especially in FA Cup, mate, like, own it, man. Like, you're not a senior guy yet, bro, because even though I like you, like, Slot's a new manager, you have to prove yourself. And then this was an opportunity to do that. And forget about the handball, bro. Like, just the speed that he was playing at, the thought process, it just wasn't there for me. Like, first touch was off. Loads of things were off in it, and I was really disappointed in that. And in these games, I don't necessarily care about what the result is. I just want to see you step up to the plate. Because remember, whenever we get injuries, I'm like, okay, cool, this is an opportunity for somebody to prove themselves.
Yeah.
When you don't take it, that's where I'm disappointed.
Yeah, no, so that's fair, and that makes sense. Like, that definitely makes sense. But why I'm kind of calling BS a little bit on this whole, I don't care, but not, because a couple of seasons ago, when I was like annoyed that I'd say that we didn't take the FA Cup as seriously as we should have when we played Manchester City.
Okay, this is where you're losing me, bro.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hopefully you find me soon.
I hope so.
So I was annoyed, saying that, like, I think at the time, Del Strada, I think you might have been the one that was, me and you were going back and forth. I'm saying we should be going full strength, don't rest players. We should be going for this competition. And I believe you, Joey, was definitely taking my side. Like, we should be going through it. We shouldn't, why?
I agree with you. I still do.
So how comes now then that you guys have put out the team that you've put out? Yeah, you're first. Now you're telling me.
I wanted this question. I think you were waiting for me to want this question as well. Put your hand up if you won a trophy in the last 3 seasons.
What do you mean, put your hand up?
And that's what you mean. I spoke English, bro. Put your hands up if you won a trophy, a real trophy that people can sign up.
Wait, hold on. I'm not saying I agree with the question, but why is your hand up, bro?
He said, put your hand up if you won a trophy. Depends what are we doing, semantics here.
Okay.
What trophy are you talking about? So we got that on here.
I said you won honours.
No. What honor are you talking about?
Mikael Arteta spoke about it.
What honor, bro?
What honor are you talking about?
We won the Community Shield.
Oh, it's nasty, that, bro.
Ooh.
It's nasty. It's nasty.
Wait.
Stop counting because Arsenal won.
It's not real.
Because on Manchester United's wall, if you go into your stadium, you guys have got it centre.
As I said, the first time I acknowledged that people consider that a trophy was when Jose Mourinho was going through it, and he was listing at his honours at Man United, and he mentioned the Charity Shield, and I was like, "Raw, is this?" Think people care about this, but what I've noticed, the only people that care about it are the people that are going through it, in the sense that like they haven't got anything to.
Right. So that brings me back to my point. Hang on. It brings back to the point because
the community
Carling Cup, yeah. But we won the FA Cup 2 years ago, or was it like whenever we won it? So that's why I said the last 3 years. So like I'm kind of content in terms of what we've won and what we're actually going for. So that's why me and you aren't the same when you try to relate those 2 points. Do you know what I mean? So last season, you lot got to go for the FA Cup and you got to go for the Carabao Cup.
Everyone
by the lineup.
Everyone's got to go for it. I'm not buying that.
No.
I'm not buying that. So what? Well, because you won the FA Cup 3 years ago or whenever you won it. So now
2 years ago, and then we won the League Cup last season.
You have the right to just not go for it.
No, it's not that we don't have the right. I said I'm not.
I hate you on that point.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm going to tell you who I think I am. I think I'm somebody who's able to think of bigger fish, bro.
Your record in the FA Cup is abysmal, bro.
What's going on here?
What do you mean? Your record in the FA Cup is abysmal, bro. Like,
I don't understand.
Bro.
So you're saying because their record is terrible, they should be going for it.
No, but how is it terrible? How is it terrible?
The FA Cup here, the FA Cup is...
I think we're getting sidetracked here.
No, but it's England's second most prestigious trophy.
Yeah, but the European Cup is bigger than that, though.
And then it's the FA... What is the Cup?
All the European Cups are bigger than that.
I thought you said the League Cup.
Question, you said...
You wish I said that, bro. You wish I said that. Hold on.
Did you say you're going for the bigger fish? What is the bigger fish?
Do I have to say it?
No, that's it.
Or it's not the Charity Shield. I can tell you that for a fact.
Yeah.
What's the bigger fish?
Anything but the fucking FA Cup and the League Cup.
So what's the bigger fish?
Anything but the FA Cup.
What's the bigger fish?
On the clock, man.
Yeah.
We don't have time.
What's the bigger fish? Is it?
All right, we're 100% going for the Champions League and for the Premier League.
But you're going for the league right now.
And the Champions League.
So you rested players for the Premier League?
No, I'm not talking about resting. Forget about the resting players. I'm saying I don't care about being out of the FA Cup to Plymouth with our second string team because we have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say though.
I think to your point, I agree that's cap. Because I think
Really?
I think it's convenient that you say that when you're obviously doing so well in the Premier League and the Champions League. Because there's something I would say as well.
No,
if,
but how can
I
it be capped if we're putting out that team? If it wasn't capped, hang on. If it wasn't capped, then would we not be doing what Arsenal did against Newcastle and playing their first team?
That's a different.
No. Hang on. My point is, when you play your strong team, it shows your intention.
Of course.
Okay, hypothetically speaking here then.
Yeah.
If you played a team that wasn't bottom of their league,
played Tottenham,
would you think you would have played that team?
I don't think we would have played our full strength team. It wouldn't have been the exact same team, but it would against Tottenham in the FA Cup. I don't think it would have been our fullest strength team.
You would have definitely had the big guns on the bench, though. I think if it was in the Premier League,
no,
think so.
100%.
But 1 second.
What was your squad against?
We just mentioned Tottenham, but we actually played.
That's what I'm
Tottenham.
saying. What's your squad when you take in the Carabao?
Yeah.
But it's the semi-finals of the Carabao.
It was full. It was a full. It was a full team.
No, but why is it the same thing?
It's still a cup game.
No, because like
hang on. Which is even less.
Well, let me just say, if it was the first round of the League Cup and then he played a weak team, I'm not going to be pissed off about that. But this is a semi-final where the percentage likelihood of you securing the League Cup is way bigger than the third or fourth round of the FA Cup.
If you were playing a bigger team and not Plymouth, you would have played the bigger boys.
Yeah, but I'm saying it would have been a better team. But it wouldn't have been, I don't think, for me personally, I don't think it would have been our
strongest team.
The strongest
But
team.
then to the point is that I gave an example of Spurs.
You show respect to the team that you're playing.
You played Spurs and you practically had all of your players on
in a game that was closer to winning the League Cup, percentage-wise. But do you get that point?
I get that point, but at the same time, I'm saying it's because of the team that you're playing, not because of the cup competition.
It's both. It's both. You can't.
I don't think it's to do with the competition.
Hang on. Wait. Sorry.
You know yourself, Joey. FA Cup is FA Cup. It's a prestigious cup, like Striver would say. No one wants to. No. If you could go far in it, then you would.
Guys, I'm not saying that the FA Cup isn't. It's a major. It's a major trophy. It's a major trophy. I agree. But my point
was he did want to win that.
Guys, you're missing my point though. My point is that obviously before when you can win it, it's tantalizing. But if you want me to care about us losing that whilst we're doing all these other big things, top of the Champions League, top of the Premier League, it's hard for me to care.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed.
It's easier to
swallow. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. That I hear, but I don't. I don't believe that.
Yeah, that's
what do you mean? But
all of you, it's like you all went to some sort of media training as well. Every single person. I don't care, man.
Wait, hang on. Is that media truth? Maybe it's the truth.
What do you mean it's the truth?
It's
a coping mechanism. It's a coping mechanism.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
You know what? Because obviously I'm a little bit of a wind-up. I'm winding up certain Liverpool fans around me, and immediately, bro, they played that. They played that first. They put that face on. I don't care. Just 2 more messages, bro. They started crashing out. I'm getting abused. I'm getting tagged on Insta.
I'm not. The thing is that I can't even crash out. I tried to, bro, because B-Man was messaging me in my DMs, and he was sending me videos, sending me all of that. I'm like, bro, you can't even pay me to care about this, bro, because I have that coping mechanism. If I didn't have that coping mechanism, then I'm crashing out on everybody.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what team you support. If your team loses, we're all hurt, regardless.
Nah, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. When we lost to PSV 2-0, they did late to us. They did not.
Oh, no, that's different.
Again, that's already qualified.
But what did he say? My point is that it doesn't.
That is completely.
No, but you said when you lose, your team is X, Y, Z.
No, but in terms of that's different. You knew that you was through, and you knew you was almost at your highest standard.
Yeah, but I also knew that. I also know. So other things like we're top of the Premier League, we're top of the Champions League, and we're in the finals of the cup.
Difference though.
No, but before you were
Mr. Humble, I don't think we're going to win the league.
I never said we're winning the league. I said currently we're top.
You should be caring about everything, bro.
Why?
Because you don't think you're going to win the league. You don't think you're going to win the league. I've been telling you, it's Liverpool.
No, I didn't say I don't think we're going to win the league. I've never said that.
But all of a sudden, you can start sacrificing.
I've never said that I don't think we're going to win the league. I've never once said I don't think we're going to win the league. All I've ever said is that you're not winning the league. Facts.
Bro.
That's all I've ever said. That's all I've ever said, bro.
Okay, well, that's brilliant. I also said we're not winning the league. So you ain't done anything.
But no, but you're putting words in my mouth. I never said that.
That's your coping mechanism. I just want to throw that.
No, but I've got evidence.
But he did say at the start of the season, though.
So what?
21 years. I've got 21 years of not winning it. Like,
so what?
What do you mean?
So what? This is not about you, bro.
Of course it's not about me. It's about you lying.
Hey, I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying.
Fraud, man. This guy, man.
No, seriously, though. Like, it's disappointing. And I've said it, like, the way we played was the worst thing about it for me. But again, if people are trying to throw jabs, I'm not going to punch back, bro. I can't swing back on...
Because you can't. Big brother, Diego shot.
Yeah, because you're down here and I'm up here, bro. How can I swing on you, bro?
We're not
that far
down, bro. We're not that far
behind. Bro. You're like on holiday. Why are you on holiday, bro? Every year, same time of year, you're on holiday. Why? Because you're always failing at the same point of every year.
That when we get there.
When you get there.
Okay.
When we get there. But
I tried to take the heat off you.
He's always talking about Diego Jota.
Yeah.
You played him.
Trash. He was trash. He was trash, man.
Diaz.
Well, back from injury.
Luis Diaz.
I've been on to Luis Diaz.
Cody Gakpo is keeping him out the team, but he's still, in my opinion, he's in your starting 11.
Yeah, as a striker,
good enough team to beat him.
So my point is that although they played a weaker team, like you said, Della, it's because we were playing Plymouth Argyle. And it's nasty, egregious work to go out to a team like that.
What did you just say, bro? What was that word you just said?
Don't worry.
What was that?
We'll do that. We'll dictionary.
You're playing with fire, bro.
Egregious.
You're playing with fire.
Egregious. Also, this guy, bro.
You're playing with fire.
But also as well, is it worrying for you that you also didn't score? Because I think it's only the third time
we slapped Spurs 4-0, bro. Why would I care about that?
That is Plymouth.
So what?
Nah, Scott goal scoring, not from that game. They had chances.
I know they had chances because the keeper did well. Their keeper, is it Hazard?
I don't know. Don't know.
Yeah, he did well.
Personally, I think this could be symptomatic of a pending implosion.
You wish. Speaking from experience. No, you know what though? What I will say, if I said this a couple of times actually, if we played Arsenal in the final of the League Cup and they beat us, that could have been very, very sticky. And I think they could have beaten us in the League Cup final because they needed it more than us.
Can't Newcastle though?
Newcastle can beat us, but there's no psychological.
Very good chance.
Yeah, there's no psychological battle there, in my opinion. Like between Arsenal and Liverpool, there's way more going on between Newcastle and Liverpool.
But then the psychological battle with Newcastle will be that they ain't won a trophy since 1950s or 1952 or something like that. So
they're gonna be up for it.
No.
That's all Liverpool.
But I agree with that. I'm saying that's another thing, but there could be more over carry and jeopardy if we lose to Arsenal in the final.
No, I get that, and I do agree with that somewhat. But I suppose where I'm trying to land is if you lose to Newcastle and then you've, by your words, you don't care because you've given up the FA Cup, and it's telling that you've given up the FA Cup because of the team that Liverpool's put out. Then where does that leave you? Then you're kind of like, you have to win the Prem, you have to win the Champions League. That's why.
No, but we've always been in that situation, even before we lost to Plymouth and even before we got into the Carabao final. Like Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans and everyone saying, if you don't win the Premier League, you've bottled it. So we're already in that position. It doesn't matter if
Arsenal fans not.
Of course they are, bro, man. I get messages every day from Arsenal fans saying.
How can we bottle it?
No, I said they're saying that if Liverpool don't win the Premier League now, then they've bottled it.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're in a position where we have to win it.
Bottled the season.
Yeah.
Factual.
Well, what's factual is debatable, isn't it?
No, but they were saying also at the end of the game, they gave you 9 minutes of extra time.
They didn't give us, bro, man. It was fucking 9 minutes.
Are you sure it was 9 minutes?
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched it. Was it 9 minutes?
I think it was 9 minutes, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah, bro. Joe Gomez, I don't know what happened to him, but it was 9 minutes worth of
Yeah, exactly.
No, but where did 9 minutes come from, for real?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But no, I only started watching that 55 minutes, so I don't actually know what happened.
Because apparently they were saying the officials wanted you to go through.
Yeah, why wouldn't they, bro? It's the fucking best team in the land.
No, they're still trying to pay you back for that David Footy.
Son, yeah.
You got credit in the bank, bro, so they're like, we'll give you a few more minutes to try and fill out.
They owe you, man.
No, they're paying us back for that Odegaard handball in the box that they didn't get a penalty for, bro.
But so you guys still got 3 cups to go.
Quadruples.
4's better than 3, but...
Nah, but the quadruple was probably a big ask.
I don't get it, bro, because you're telling me that I should care about this, and then you're now telling me the reason why I shouldn't care about it.
No, I'm saying you was in 4. You said, okay, it's done. So you got 3. So You're in one final, so that's a box ticks.
Yeah.
That's just a game you need to win. Then obviously you've got two more cups to win, the Premier League, and then obviously the Champions League. How far do you think you'll go in either of those? Or is it going to go to the wire?
I have no expectations, if I'm going to be honest, man. Like, again, it's a different... With the
Champions
Champions...
such offensive, it makes me sick.
No, let me be...
For other teams?
Guys,
above.
Yeah. Go, guys, let me just say that.
And players, sorry.
Guys, don't worry, you'll get your chance to talk. When your teams do well, you'll get your chance to
attack you, bro. You only get one moment, bro.
No, obviously, look, winning the Champions League is not... Nobody's guaranteed to win the Champions League. Who won it last season? Real Madrid, except for Real Madrid. Except for Real Madrid. Nobody's guaranteed to win it. So, like, at the end of the day, I can't say that I expect us to win Champions League. That would be stupid for any team to say, even Real Madrid. For Premier League, the expectation is that we win the Premier League because we're in potentially a 9-point gap if we beat Everton on Wednesday. So when you're saying what's my expectations, I don't have any expectation on the Champions League because it's a knockout tournament. I expect us to go to the wire and make sure that we win as many games as possible.
Do you think that, do you think that Everton games come at the wrong time now? Because obviously Everton are starting to pick up a little bit of form.
There's no wrong time to play a team in the Premier League, bro. We have our fully...
Would you have preferred to play them when they were on a low?
It's probably the right time to play them, right? On the back of their losses.
No, but that's just a cup competition.
Yeah, it's just a cup. And they had
for them. It's slot,
right? So what I agree with Della is that the players that are going to be playing on Wednesday, they weren't present. So they may not feel that loss as much as if they were playing that game. But what I will say, we've been on a great run. Everton have been on they've won the last 3 out of 4. They've got their manager who's probably, I think he's won 6 times against Liverpool in the Merseyside derby, 6 or 7 times. He's back and it's the last game at Goodison Park. So this game was always going to be a different time to play, even if we played it at the time when it got postponed.
The last game of Goodison Park?
The last derby. Merseyside derby.
Oh, they're going to move and say them?
Yeah. Apparently they're supposed to.
Oh, is that happening soon?
Yeah, I think there was a flood there, so it might get delayed because there was a flood in the stadium or something. But yeah, this is a huge occasion, isn't it? So yeah, if we win this, then it's going to galvanise us and it's going to boost us further on. But there's a potential banana slip, man.
Who's your game after Everton?
Wolves,
yeah. Wolves, and then can't remember who's after that, to be fair. But again, it's always the teams that you least expect it from that. Exactly.
No, but I think the Merseyside derby, especially when it's played at Everton, it has been about a banana skin.
It's the potential banana.
It's been that for you guys.
Because it's Aston Villa after Wolves.
Okay. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. I mean, you probably... there's jeopardy in it, but I'm trying to think. You've dropped points there. You've got a few draws there. I think Everton beat you. Did they beat you last season? I feel like they did.
Yes.
I feel like
Nunes missed bare sitters. That's when everybody was down with Nunes still. So
there's jeopardy. But I mean, if you win that and you go 9 points clear, then it'd be almost impossible for you to flop it from there. But
look, man, historically Arsenal come back firing on all cylinders when they go away.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why you guys do the bye thing, apparently.
And you've played Aston Villa twice. So you're not going to play Aston Villa because they're usually the team that does a bit of fuckeries when you come back from Dubai. But so like I think you lot kind of have to win all of your games for the rest of the season if Liverpool continue their form. That's the difficult thing to do. The only thing that we can do is not continue our form, and then that's when you're back in it.
Yeah, I agree. I think I mentioned it on last week's episode. I think you guys just have to get 37 points out of your remaining 45 to play for.
Okay.
You've won it. You've won it. And then we'd have to win every game. I don't know how, I doubt that's realistic. So both teams are going to drop points, but we have to play each other.
Exactly. And that's a 6-pointer, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So,
where would that be? That's Emirates?
Anfield, yeah.
Yeah, Anfield. So obviously, would probably favour Lives, and it's towards the end of the season as well.
Technically, I think
I'm hoping we've won
Yeah, of
the
course.
league by then.
Of course you are.
No, yeah, because but some
repeat.
people in my group.
When did we won the league at
all this tough talk. Let's wait till the last end.
No. There's people in my group who say, yeah, we want to destroy their morale, or we want to destroy their children's morale.
They want to win at Anfield.
Yeah, they want to win.
I remember last time you lot tried that. That's when we won the league, innit?
But I don't know the last time we tried that, bro.
Yeah, I think it was 1980 something.
Damn, that far back.
Yeah, I mean, bro,
that's the last time you won the league.
Bruv, hey, you sound beat me to it. You've only won yourself down the wrong road there, bro. I've gone down the wrong road, bro. I've won the Premier League 3 times. They won the Premier League.
Yeah, but because we substitute that with the Champions League.
The top he's wearing. His memories are ingrained in him.
Why didn't everyone look when you said that? Like you ain't seen the top already. Everybody turned their head.
No, bro, Liverpool, bro. There used to be losers. I first thought you finished third when you had that kit.
Huh?
And you lost to United in the FA Cup, bro.
Bro, man, what I think it's either 90 between 92 and 96.
Oh, okay.
One of them. You are ingrained losers.
To be, I was watching Football Italia at them times, and
man.
You get me, bro. You haven't won anything yet. I don't know why you're talking like that because you haven't won anything.
I'm trying to remind you, like when it went down to the last game of the season at Anfield, I can't remember the exact year. Like we won the league then, innit?
But I don't want it to be that. It's people in my group. You're talking to the wrong guy, bro. You're shooting the messenger.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. We'll move on from the Liverpool game because it was a minor game anyway, Joey. So
come on,
we'll move on to the disastrous Man United Marlin.
Did we got him?
Yeah, United 2, Leicester 1. Maguire's header late saved Ruben's bacon.
Yep.
Even though it was offside. What did you think of the lineup to start off with? Because obviously he still had Maino up there as well, up top.
I didn't really think much. To be honest, let's just talk about the performance, bro. The performance was terrible, bro. Like,
where did that new guy play? Did he play
Dorgu? Right wing.
Is he
right wing?
No, right wing back.
Yeah.
But he can play on the right.
He can play
well,
both.
apparently.
But what foot is he? Right or left?
Both.
Yeah, but I think primarily left.
He's
primarily left.
Both footed.
Why did he play on the right?
Yeah, that's what people were saying. It was a bit weird.
It was, yeah. I couldn't.
He actually does play on the right. I've seen that as well.
For Lecce.
I know that's when somebody's cooking it up, but I think he actually played more on the right wing.
For Lecce.
Is he left-footed or right-footed?
I think he's primarily
left-footed.
Primarily left-footed, right?
Yeah. No, so I understand it, but he actually did play his former team. I think he played more games on the right wing. Yeah, I did look it up.
But that's why some people were saying it was a bit weird that he had him on the right and then Dallo on the left.
It was very, very odd. Like, I couldn't really make sense of it. Obviously, he got hooked at half time as well, which is, I mean, it is what it is really. It's his first game. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the low on the left doesn't work for me. I don't know what it. Obviously, I guess it's a thing where he likes to invert.
Yeah,
Dalot seems to invert quite a lot. But I just don't.
But if you're playing wing back, similar to how England experienced it with Trent, if you're playing a right-footed player at left back, they're not going to give you that width.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't like it. Whenever the best I've seen from Dalot on the left is when he's actually playing like with width and whipping
like
with his left. Yeah, like so he can do a good job there. But yeah, man. Ruben, boy. Like, I'm speaking to a lot of Man United fans, and yeah, man, they're on the fence at the minute, boy. It's a bit mad. Yeah, it's a bit that, and obviously INEOS as well. Like, since you Nostradamus over here, like everyone is on INEOS at the minute, boy. Like, it's a bit peak.
You see that Jim Ratcliffe clip where he was in the car and then they...
Oh yeah.
With £66 for a ticket.
Yeah.
He said, you want a picture?
Yeah.
You want a picture? Yeah, like, I don't know, man. It seems like a lot more of the same with INEOS at the minute. I don't know if we are giving them enough time to obviously make a difference as of yet. I think obviously they're brought in Ruben. They haven't really spent money other than the Dorgu guy yet. Under Ruben, I beg your pardon. So in the summer, let's see what. Let's see what happens. But in terms of the game, it was rubbish. It was very, very reminiscent of how I used to feel when LVG used to field teams. Like, it was very.
He used to win there.
No, he used to draw a lot. Yeah, he used to draw a lot, and it was mad.
But his team was dead there.
I checked it compared to the team we've got now.
Yeah.
In terms of what Ruben's having to field, it's very, very similar in its deadness, bro. Like, very, very similar.
Wasn't his one Ferrari at the front, Fiat at the back?
Yeah, so he would play like Martial. So start from the back. So it would be Van der Sar, Rojo, Smalling.
Didn't he play like Tyler Black or whatever his name is?
Tyler Black.
Blackmore.
Them brothers there. Right back would have been. I can't remember. But the team was dead, bro. Like the team was very, 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 very dead. So in terms of the deadness, like the team is not great at the minute. So I kind of understand why it looks like that, but it's just not good, man. Like I kind of just want to end the season and just like crack onto the summer window to see what we can do, because it's not enjoyable.
Like in Football Manager, go on
bro,
holiday.
but honestly, bro, like a 4-month holiday and just come back with peas, bro. You've got 800 messages in your inbox, bro. You have to go through, bro.
Because the thing is, Leicester, they were comfortable. I was watching them. They were comfortable against us. I don't think our press was working that well because they were so comfortable. And then the whole point is, obviously, they went and scored their goal, which again I felt was deserved because we was actually producing absolutely nothing.
It was on the cosh, man.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's worrying because look where Leicester are. They're kind of near us, and then most Man United fans are thinking, "Sugar, are we going to be down there as well?" Because this is the kind of football we're playing.
It's not good. It's not good. And obviously, you look at our attack in the hope that someone's going to be able to produce something, and you just see Hoyland. He must not have social media, bro. Because if I'm a footballer, and I'm seeing people putting MMA gloves on me on Twitter, bro,
that's mad,
and saying that I should change my career, bro, I'm gonna switch up my game. So either he's seeing it and he's like, what I'm doing is right, it must work in the training field, or he ain't got social media, bro.
Yeah,
he ain't. Yeah.
It'd be smart,
you know what?
not to have it.
Do you know what? I did question the signing when he said the toughest opponent he's played was Chris Smalling.
Who said that? Hoyland?
Oh, Hoyland. Yeah. Well, no,
And
I
that
didn't
was in
think...
Italy. So if you're coming to the Prem,
Smalling is dope though.
no, but you're coming to the Prem. So what you're dealing with?
Did you just question the signing or the prices? Was it the price?
Both. I said United didn't need to spend that much on that player, especially when he hadn't hitting the heights that he's expecting to do.
Yeah. I thought this was like, so I liken that signing to similar to Martial in the sense that when he signed, I didn't know anything about him. It was like we got him from Monaco, and I was like, why are we spending?
But the ceiling was
with
high.
Ballon d'Or.
But I didn't know anything about him, is what I'm saying. And Hoyland is very much the same thing. I hadn't heard of Hoyland's name. Like when we, and obviously you do your YouTube watching, you're like, this guy's not really, like, what are they seeing that I can't see?
Yeah.
And it just so happened that, boy, YouTubers.
Sorry, quick one.
You lot got offended when I was saying that you lot got another Nicholas Bentner, but actually, you man probably.
No, but that was rude though.
No,
because you say that wasn't a grounded opinion.
I don't know if it was rude. You know, like in
hindsight, it's not rude, but it wasn't.
It was rude to Bentner. That's what it
Why?
was. And I told you that at the time.
Yeah, I've seen more from Bentner than I've seen from him. Yeah.
And I told you, I said that at the time.
Yeah, you did.
I did. But you lot always think I'm trolling, but I'm not.
He's better than Bentner.
Wait, sorry. Hey, quick one. Who was the guy that you lot got from? Was it Man City? You guys got somebody from?
No, it was Arsenal.
Up. Or guy at the top.
Oh, but
Barada.
Yeah.
My brother.
Oh, Man City. Okay, yeah.
What's going on here? Because you lot have paid. How much you paid for Patrick Dorgu? 40 plus.
Nah, 30 million. 30. It was 24
yeah,
plus
30,
or something.
How comes you guys are always like buying players that nobody else is in for, but your first offers are getting rejected?
Because we're Man United, man.
Yeah.
Wasn't that guy supposed to come in and change that?
It's not going to change in a day.
No, it's not. Because same things happen.
But I do expect guys to walk away from transfers if it's not going your way, because that's the minimum you can do. So like, why is it still happening though?
Yeah, I don't think I think if it went any higher than what we paid, it would have been. It's
I was 40.
It's 30 plus add-ons. Like,
I think it's 30 with the add-ons.
No, it's not, man. It's definitely
it's altogether 30 something, but that's with the add-ons.
You have to Google that.
In terms of what we've paid for unknown players, it's not. It's like a low risk signing for me. So
even with the centre back, young centre back, you lot got
Heaven.
From Lenny.
Oh, Euro.
Yeah, but he was like,
bro, like,
and Real Madrid won him.
I don't know how true that is, bro.
He's good though. He like when I watch him.
Who is he better than in an equivalent age in the Premier League?
How does he?
Like 19.
Yeah.
How does he compare to the Bournemouth centre backs? I think they are pretty young.
Howson.
Yeah, Howson. He's the Spanish one, right?
Yeah.
I know Howson's getting a lot of praise, but I feel like Howson's getting What I would say is, like, I think players are generally judged, and I've said this before. I think players are generally judged differently at Man United, and I think the pressure also adds a lot to it.
I don't know.
So I think that. So my personal opinion is, if Howson went to United, his good performances won't be seen as, oh, this is fantastic in the league. It'll just be like media, because Lenny's not playing terribly.
No, he's actually playing good. Obviously, Thingy gave him a torrid time, Southampton.
Yeah.
But forget about that. But Howson is playing well because he's playing in a good system for a good coach. As well. But if Howson was at Man United, I don't think he would have good performances. But
that's the point I'm making.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying, why? I don't think you should be paying what you paid for Lenny Orient, unproven centre back at that age. Yeah, so that's why. Why is what's Barada coming in to do, bro? If you're paying 50 for Howson, you're paying 35 or whatever it is for Patrick Dorgu that nobody knows about, and nobody else is in for. Like, what's this guy here to do, bro?
With Lenny,
INEOS have to go.
Yeah, with Lenny, I know we got a desperation tax included on that fee.
You didn't need
because he was going to go Real Madrid.
Let him go, bro.
You don't need
he's a talent, man.
No, but
like how he's viewed in European football is like a proper.
That's where you have to go and view somebody else, then, bro. Like you lot can't afford to be making potential mistakes. Like, let's have it right. You shouldn't be spending more than 50 million for anybody who is over 25.
No, if you've got
a question, if he was, let's say he was only bought for 10, 20 million, do you think he'll be in the squad right now?
I think so, because Heaven has been on the bench, bro. So he looks like he's going to get.
No, that's because of where you are now in terms of your injuries. But let's say if he was 10, 20 million, let's say 10 million, would he have been bought to potentially be a starter now? Or do you think it will be, we're buying him now just so we can have you, and we're going to send you out on loan the same way Arsenal did with Saliba? Because centre backs in the Prem, you can literally get eaten up at this age very, very quickly.
I agree.
So to be playing in this team now for United, where week in, week out, you're losing games or you're not playing so well, before you know it, your confidence is going down, and as opposed to if you stayed in France, build your confidence, same way with Saliba and everything else, you come back and you're like, okay, cool, I'm good to go now.
When was Saliba bought? How old was he?
When 19 as well, I think.
Probably, I think so.
And then he's only 23 now.
Yeah, and then he stayed on loan for like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He stayed on loan for the 4th season. Then he came back.
Because it was a COVID season when he was supposed to come back, and he wanted to stay to play the cup final, innit? Do you remember that?
I think that season.
Remember,
he was here before Arteta.
No, but he wanted to stay.
Arteta was the COVID season.
So, and he wanted to stay, but they brought him back from the loan.
No, I think.
Because remember, the season took a break, and then it resumed after the season ended. And he wanted to stay at Saint Etienne for the cup final. So that was the season where he got brought back.
I don't know if was that under Arteta or Emery?
I think it was under Arteta.
Arteta because of the COVID.
Yeah.
But he did go on. I'm sure he went on another loan.
That season.
Saint Etienne. He finished off Saint Etienne the season. Then he went back on loan for 1 season. Went to Marseille for 1 season.
Yeah.
That's 2.5 seasons. But now he's had 3 seasons in the Prem.
That's 2022. Then he came.
I think in an ideal world, like say for instance, he was in Liverpool team. We might be using him sparingly. You use Kwanzaa, but we're not in.
But remember, Kwanzaa last season was a starting centre back
through injuries.
Man United
through injuries, right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That United ain't in a position where we can. If someone's got a bit of talent in them, like it looks like it's going to be a trial by fire type thing. They're gonna go into the team and they're gonna get first team experience. Garnacho, for instance, is the best when he's coming off the bench.
We've said that.
He's fantastic. Yeah, it's an impact player. He's fantastic. But because of the situation we're in now, like this guy's starting every single game. So I'm hoping in the summer we get a good balance of, obviously, like we've been buying like so many youth players at the minute. We need a bit more seniors that ain't like 33 like Casemiro and 34s like Eriksen's. We need a...
But that's what I was going to say. The majority of United's team now, they are kids.
They're kids, bro.
And the thing is, I understand what they're trying to do. They're like, we'll go down this route as they obviously get the experience in the Premier League. They should hopefully improve being at Man United. But my point is, they need the mix as well. You need the experience in with the team, because we all know if you don't have that experience, look at Højlund. Like I've said it from early, how United don't have an experienced striker up front. He ain't scoring goals because he hasn't had anyone to learn from. He hasn't had anyone to learn from at the club. I think Benny McCarthy probably is the most experienced coach, and then obviously he left the club.
I think what Man United doing in a minute, they're doing a massive reset of the club. Like we're bringing these youngsters, we're not putting them on crazy wages as well. We're offloading the Rashfords, we're offloading the Sanchos. Casemiro is going to be out in the summer. And that's the highest earners gone right there.
Yeah.
You've still got Mount, who hasn't really been playing. He's probably going to... I wouldn't be surprised if we sell him in the summer as well. If Barada, for instance, is truthful to his word, he said that if players ain't available and they've been there for 2 years through injuries or... they're not available for injuries or performances are lacking, after 2 years, they'll be offloaded. So
how long has Barada been there?
A year and a half, I think.
Isn't it that long? Didn't he come in the summer?
No, it was before that, I'm sure.
Yeah, he came. Oh no,
he started in the summer. We got him like through the season last year, but he couldn't work for Man City, I think, because he was.
In terms of what about even someone like Luke Shaw though?
Yeah.
I mean, how long has he been there? I mean, it's a horrific injury. Don't get me wrong, and I think a lot of the time when they say, "Oh, he's back," and then he gets injured, and what I read into is from his same injury that when he snapped his leg.
I think he's having you on. I've got nothing to prove.
But when you say he's having you on, what's he getting out of this?
I don't know, bro. Just getting
bro, do you see that injury?
You don't think a footballer wants to play football?
Yeah.
Not all of them do, you know?
I don't think... Because I use the England example. He played in the summer, bro. How did he find that...
But he started off injured, though.
Yeah. He started off injured, but my thing is that is almost like a evidence to me that he could... There's been times where he could potentially play for injury, but he's decided to do the United thing and just rest on his
I
goals.
guess the difference is like England is only like 3 or 4 games, whereas United is like, if I get injured now, what's the point of me playing 3 or 4 games when the season's like 30 plus?
Bruv, Lately King it, bruv. Give us 2 games every month, bruv. At least.
Get that strap on your knee or whatever.
Bruv, you know what I mean? Like, give us something, bruv. Like, he's not giving us nada, bruv.
Sometimes I don't trust these footballers because look at Thomas Partey, bruv. All of a sudden, this guy is fit as a
when his contract's coming up, bruv.
Yeah. Like, sometimes I think there's something towards
there's Ginos,
players
bro.
not wanting to play, bruv.
I heard that, Martial's played 16 games this season, 16 or 18 games, bruv. How many did he play for Man United this season? 10 at most.
What league is he playing in?
Greek.
Yeah, I think it's AEK.
He's probably
walking.
He's scoring, bruv.
No, but you know what?
He's been available, bruv.
He's there for fun, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because he's made his money at Man United.
But that's the point I'm making, bruv. Like,
less pressure.
And the thing is as well, not just the pressure, I think the intensity of the game.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. So he's probably walking most times.
Yeah,
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So he's unlikely to get injured.
And probably the weather's better as well. That may help.
Yeah.
I think it's something.
You got Jadon Sancho leaving freaking comments under.
Hey, don't get these boys started.
What's he doing there?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
What's he doing?
I don't know, because he's going on like you guys are running a plantation or something, bro.
What's your thoughts on it when you saw it? What did you think?
It's freedom. I thought, yeah, good on you, bro.
Did you really?
No, because you know what I'm thinking? I swear, I'm thinking like there's got to be something at United. Like I'm that genuinely. No trolling. Like Anthony, as garbage as he's been in the Premier League, whatnot. I don't know if this says more about the Spanish league or what, but he's going into Spain and immediately he just seems happier.
Have you seen the clips of it?
Thank you, bro. No, it's fugazi, bro. And that's my point. Like, people leave with Man United hate,
player the match.
Like it's a good story that someone has left Man United and they do it and they're excelling.
But this is what I asked.
But it is the case though.
But it's not, bro, because I've watched the clips.
I'm seeing GNAs. That's what I'm seeing GNAs, bro. And I've seen any of that.
I got man of the match in the first game.
Yeah, he's got 2 man of the matches.
When I watched the highlights of that.
It wasn't great.
It was United performances.
Don't let those man of the matches fool you.
No, but
Sancho's
okay, what about Rashford when he had his cameo against?
He looked great.
He won a game.
But I'm just saying, like
that's narrative as well.
That's where I enjoy the line though.
They're leaving United, and they just seem like they have a little bit of a
bounce. After like a series of maybe 10 games.
Yeah,
they talk about Rashford after one game, 20 minutes.
I think Sancho is a prime example of he's just an inconsistent player. Like that's just for me. I mean, he's gone from United to Chelsea. And for me, I've not seen anything but glimpses of,
you haven't seen
glimpses of hope.
You ain't seen anything different. Like with Sancho, with Rashford's cameo the other just yesterday. Because Rashford's been playing like when he's played for Man United this season, he's actually played decent. But because of he got that 30 goals and assists season, people expect more from him. So they are critical of him. Sancho's doing the same thing. Anthony's doing the same thing he done in a Man United top. And Rashford, I'm pretty sure he's going to do the same thing in an Aston Villa top. But it's going to look better at Aston Villa than it does at Man United because the expectation's higher.
Okay, cool. So we put the performances to one side. What about just the general feeling, how they're feeling?
Oh, it's a nasty club. Is that what I mean?
Yeah, because
I know it's a nasty club.
Like, you know, when you asked, what did I think when I saw the comment reading? It's just like everyone seems to have disparaging comments to make about United, from CR7 to Sancho, Rashford's kind of kept it respectful. Considering they've dragged his name in the dirt. But we might hear something from him at some point. And it's something right, bruv. Like, you know, when you guys conceded, that was like the 7th time in 8 games that you lot have conceded first at home. Like, something's going on.
But we're in a bad patch at home. We know that we're in a bad patch at home. We perform away better.
Just at home?
Nah, away we're a bit better. We're a bit better.
Who have you played away from home?
Well, the last one was
Liverpool.
Arsenal as well.
Yeah, Arsenal, Liverpool.
But the big games, isn't it?
That was a big game.
It is the big games.
You always get up for it.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
But the big game
I hear what you're
easier for you
saying.
to play.
We've had quite a few home games recently, but our away record isn't as terrible. I don't know if it's the pressure of being in the stadium or my opinion of Old Trafford is I think Old Trafford is terrible. Like as an atmosphere, like you go in there and it feels like very, very
touristy.
Yeah, it's very, very hollow. Like so. Compared to a stadium where, like Anfield, for instance, or even Emirates now,
even Crystal Palace
as well. Yeah, that like these stadiums, like it's generally like it's like when the fans are behind you, it's like a 12th man. At Old Trafford, it is very, very hollow, and especially when the game's not going against you. Like say, for instance, one they're down and we're chasing the game.
Yeah,
like don't expect to hear like the fans get behind you and motivate you to get this goal. Like if you score the goal, that's when they'll back you. But like they're not going to motivate you. So. Old Trafford is very, very hollow anyway. Like,
I agree.
So you see, someone was asking about Ruben Amorim here. Obviously, you know, last week when I was supposed to asked, could he be a fraud? Like, what do you make here of, you guys obviously didn't have a great performance against Leicester. What was the thinking behind you guys training straight after the game? Like, what was that for?
Was they training?
Yeah,
they did training. Ruben basically took
straight after the game?
Yeah, because he was so disappointed.
No. I don't even know that. But I've been questioning this guy, but that's the sort of thing.
Wait, the whole team?
Not the whole team. It was particular people.
No, but it was the whole team.
Was it the whole team?
Yeah, even 90 minutes. I want to know, like, what's the thinking behind that? Is that are you trying to do PR? Like, oh, I'm pissed off with the way you guys are playing.
Why is it poor, though?
You got like a night.
No, why are you making them?
Joey, they've got like a 9-day break, bro. They're not playing until the weekend.
No, hang on, wait. But obviously, we don't know the reason.
What are you actually going to get from me after I just played 90 minutes and I'm going to train for 90 minutes?
Isn't that for him to answer? Obviously, because he's a manager, isn't it?
So what is he trying to get out of that? Like, let them go home and then start again tomorrow.
I'm sure he'll address that.
But my thing, as I said about Ruben, when he came in, I was like, okay, cool, he might be the guy. But recently, just based on some of his decisions or some of the things that he says, I'm like, I don't even know about what he did after that. Like, why would you do that? The whole thing of when he says this team it's the worst team, then he changed, then he went back on his word and said, I didn't mean to say that. Even the whole thing of buying someone that's left-footed on their debut, playing them on the right side, and you still got a right-footed player still playing at left back. The whole thing of playing Mainoo as your why? Some of these things are just not making sense, and maybe. Rather than you be so rigid in your formation, so I'm just going to put every Tom, Dick and Harry and make them try to work.
Just put them in the right place.
Either put them in the right place and maybe you try to adapt. Because that's what managers should do, right? Pep does it.
It should be both ways.
Slot is doing it. Everyone does it.
Yeah, because that's the question.
What do you mean by adapt, though, in terms of Pep and Slot adapting?
No, like you don't have to try and approach every single game with the same formation and just say, I'm just going to change the personnel. Maybe just change it slightly, tweak it.
What do you think you would change in like was it 3-5-2 or?
I don't know, or maybe because you can't, as a manager, you can't play the same formation for the rest of your life. Okay, it worked with you at Braga, it worked with you at Sporting. Right now, okay, it's not really working how I want it to work. Maybe because you haven't got the personnel. All right, cool. What can I do as a manager? And even when you go to Sporting, I don't really watch Portuguese football. But obviously, the main guys are Benfica, Sporting, and Porto. Okay, make sure you don't lose in those games and beat the rest. And I don't know whether you thought the Prem's going to be like the same thing where I'm going to just do what I need to do. But no, the Prem's got teams from Brighton to Bournemouth or even Ipswich.
Yeah, Prem
like, it's not the same where you think you can just like have one set of formation and I'm just going to... No. You need to be tactically flexible.
There's no guarantee. So the question I posed to my Man United whole time, Mex and Matty Savage, was that when Ruben has all the pieces of his idea, like so he's got all the players in the right places, like is this formation even going to be approach? Is it going to be enough? Then that's the question. I guess we won't know until we eventually get there. But he was brought in because of this philosophy.
Yeah, but even then, like people when he played against Man City should have steamrolled them in the first half. You know what I'm saying? This formation it's not like it's a given that's gonna work all the time in the Prem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Man City, as they did, they fell off in the second half. But what I'm trying to say is, in this formation that you're trying to play, it's gonna take him. How many windows is going to take you after you can get all the players?
It didn't take him that many windows for Sporting.
That's what I'm saying. Sporting is not the Prem.
No, but I hear that. But at the same time, he's used it at 2 clubs. And it's not taking...
I'm not saying you should change it. I'm saying be a bit more flexible and
adaptable. But what do you mean by flexible and adaptable?
I'm not a manager. I'm just saying, like, but you can't just say I'm just going to play the formation all the time, even when it's not working.
Because I don't think he should change the formation. But if you're saying adapt, I'm trying to figure out what you mean by...
It's not working because at the minute it looks like it's not working because of the players. And I think what he's doing is he's actually sending the message that these guys like the Hoylands and the Xerxes... I can't use them, bro.
But your club right now, you're not the United of where you can just go and buy a whole new team or even Man City. Yeah. So essentially, what I'm trying to say is that these players that you have now, you're going to have them.
We can.
No,
you're going to have them for a few
next season. You're not going to be able to buy anybody. So I don't know, like, how are you going to resolve the issues? Because you have to sell all of these guys.
I think if they sell Rashford, I think we talked about it before.
But selling the Rashford, how many players can you bring in after you sell Rashford?
You can probably bring in 3 players.
You guys were thinking about selling Garnacho.
That's exactly what.
I get all of that.
Rashford, Sancho, and I swear someone else would.
Maino.
No, not Maino.
But to my point, it's going to take you at least, 3 or 4 windows, do you think, for Ruben to have all of these players? Because it's summer, then you got another January, then you got another. So let's say 2 summers. By 2 summers, that's when you'll have all his team. By then, Ruben, are you trying to tell me you're only going to be playing 3-4-3?
I think we could look better with 3 signing.
Yeah, I do agree.
3 signings.
No, sorry.
You're playing Maino as a striker.
Striker, goalkeeper, and a winger.
But even if you get a striker, okay, cool. You replace Hoyland and Xerxes with a striker. Your midfield 2 doesn't work. That midfield 2 are for either playing Maino or Bruno or Ugarte. You haven't got the legs if you're trying to play a double pivot.
I agreed with that. You know what the redeeming factor is? I don't think the players that they need to bring in need to be great players. They just need to be players that are good at executing instructions.
Yeah.
And I think the problem is why I criticize them before is because they're paying over the odds for players that, as far as we're concerned, currently are just standard players. Like Patrick Dorgu might be the greatest player, but as far as we are concerned, he's just a standard player. So that's where they're going to fall into the trap where they're going to get priced out of buying standard players. But
what's the price of a standard player in your eyes?
A standard player is like probably like between 20 and 30 million for somebody that does basic instructions. But somebody that does basic instructions, not magic. Not magic. So I'm worried about how you're gonna because you said how many players you need to buy. You could probably get rid of Rashford and get in 3 decent players.
Okay, but if you get 3 different players, that's what I'm saying. The 3 different players, you're saying what position? Striker?
He's a
striker.
I'm a goalkeeper.
Striker, centre mid.
Striker, centre mid, and goalkeeper. Okay, so your striker, cool. Now,
I think they're all right on the wings, if I'm going to be honest.
Your midfielders, as I said, your midfielders, none of them work. For Ruben's formation for it to work, he needs a midfielder like Newcastle.
2 dogs,
That's what he needs.
Yeah.
And then you still need your wingers.
You say he needs 2 dogs, but I think that's what he wants in the team. He wants dogs.
Yeah, exactly. How many windows?
That's why you're paying Collier as well. You've got a guy in Collier. They're fucking terrible, bro.
Collier.
Exactly. But they're both dead. Exactly.
They're not dead. Stop that, man. What do you think? Sorry, random. What do you think of Bergvall for Tottenham?
I think he's decent.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's Collier, bro. Same thing, bro.
No, he's 5 years not. But anyway, to the point I'm making, whether it's 3 signings I'm trying to say essentially it's going to take you at least, let's say 2 windows or 3 windows, 2 summer windows.
Yes, it's not going to.
So, and to my point, that's what I'm thinking. Until then, are you going to say, okay, I'm going to keep on playing 3-4-3? Even though I don't have the client. No, he doesn't have to.
He does, man.
We said that about Ange.
Ange is different.
It's not. It's
because it's tactical. It's not.
It's not different until it becomes different. If that makes sense. Like everyone said, he's good for sticking with his philosophy. Ruben is sticking with his philosophy, and you're losing.
No, but so
when you say now, Ruben, like, can you show me something?
The difference is that Ange is tactical rather than formational. So they're saying you need to change from 3 at the back and all of that kind of stuff. But Ange was playing 4 at the back, and it was a tactical in terms of how he was utilising it.
They're both stuck. They both stuck to their guns.
But Ange he's changed a lot, bro. Because against Liverpool and
Arsenal, but before he changed, there were calls for him to be changing or to be a bit more.
How long has
the same thing I'm saying about Ruben?
Because we need to give him time.
I
think I would have come in the summer.
I understand your concerns because I've heard the same concerns with INEOS and Ruben as well. But he's only been allowed to play by one player.
I think it's two windows and a preseason. And I think
because he hasn't had a lot of time to train. Maybe that's why he was training on a Friday as well.
No. That's, if anything, that's why you say go home, rest, and we'll go again so we can train properly. What are you doing when you
wanted to punish him?
I think is he doing it for his benefit, or is he doing it for PR? Like, public relations?
I don't think it was PR because there was people at the game, and he was basically saying that he was pulling his hair out the whole game.
He wasn't happy.
Because he was not happy with players not doing what he wanted them to do.
I don't know, man. I think if it was Pep doing that, everybody would be clapping their hands.
No. But
I think let him do his thing, man. I don't think it's backwards. I think he's
because
got into where he is now by doing what he's...
No, but if you're
but you know what? He does have to kind of acknowledge the circumstances around him. He's out of the 20 games he's managed, he's lost 8 of them. That's almost a 50-50.
But he didn't want to be here now, bro.
But you signed a contract.
I know, exactly. So that's why you don't have to do what I'm saying, because you wanted me here. I didn't want to be here right now. So if you don't want to sack me, but you're going to be bigger fools than you are, bro.
So he left a club where he was top of the league in the Champions League position to say, I'm just going to do whatever and get sacked in the summer.
No, I'm going to do exactly what you brought me here to do.
Mm.
That's what he's doing.
It's true.
And the fact of the matter is, this is his philosophy. He's going to have to do it now or later on down the line. So it's better to do it now. I can't say the same thing last week. Get the players that might end up staying. Get them familiar with the system, because it's going to be easier for them.
If you're saying you're changing your practice, you're going to be changing your whole team anyway. Then
not the whole team.
But majority of them's going to go.
Most of them.
So who are you doing this for? Even for his own development, he should be using the opportunity to say, what else can I do for myself to be flexible in my as a manager? You don't
train
say
on Fridays, bruv. Train on Friday nights, go off the games.
Even that one. Because if you're complaining that you're not having enough time on the training ground, let them go and rest so you can have more time on the training ground.
What he wanted to do, bruv, he wanted to train them with tired minds, because in the game, when it gets to the 80th minute, that's when you fit like...
How often is he going to do your chatting share?
He was in your head. But anyway, before we move on from United, next fixtures, Tottenham, which could be a
battle. We've got Tottenham next.
Yeah.
That's Europa League Cup final, bro.
And then Everton.
Prem, obviously.
Yeah, Prem, yeah.
Oh, that's a crazy fixture. Yeah. Because if Everton beat Liverpool,
it's going to be
a couple of fixtures go the wrong way, right way, depending on how you look at it.
No, it's mad. Premier League is mad.
One of you could be 16th by the end of that game week.
The thing is what's annoying with that game, why we can lose it, is that I think we are set up probably better than them.
Yeah.
However, they've got, even if their attackers are a bit meaty, but their attackers are better than our attackers, bro.
Who's Spurs? Not at the moment.
No, I'd say so.
I think they've got players coming back. They've got quite a few players out. Right now.
Do. That's what Ange was
Solanke's injured.
Son's been...
Son is pretty... He stinks in the minute.
Spurs fans have been cussing Kulusevski as well.
I thought Tell was looking like a Werner 2.0, but he quickly...
Good finish. He's good finish.
Good finish. They say he was looking at who?
Werner.
Oh, no.
2.0. But to me, it looked like because he was playing on the left, weren't he? And he was just getting down. He wasn't losing the ball, but he was just getting down. And
it's because you was angry how he was playing when you hate watching Liverpool. That's what it is, right? He was dusty in that game.
He did. No, but even still, before the goal, he seemed wasteful. But then when he moved centre forward, and then he's got his goal in it. So maybe he just can't play on the wings.
He'll be a good player, but it's another one of them things where it's just like it's too early for him. Bro. He shouldn't be starting for Tottenham. He shouldn't find himself in that position where he's having to start and deliver for Tottenham, because what's going to happen is he'll get through the season and he won't deliver how they expect him to deliver, and people are going to call him like a flop.
He's coming for work experience. He want a game time. That's
Give him that fair play.
My point is, I think you could be getting them at a good time, depending on if they get players back or not. But
I hear that.
I think you could be getting them at a decent time.
Madison's not been playing, has he?
Nah.
And he's not injured.
Is he not injured? I thought he was injured.
No.
Oh, he's just not in favour with him.
And Ange hasn't stopped feeling for a while still.
He's injured.
I thought he was injured as well.
Because Madison is probably...
I know he was getting ripped on.
Because even in the big games, sometimes Madison starts as a sub. So I don't know whatever. Maybe.
And I thought that was because he was coming back from injury.
No, he's been playing.
That's interesting.
Well, let's just look at a few of the other FA Cup games as well. Leyton Orient v Man City. Obviously, Man City 1-2-1, but what a goal.
Yeah, crazy guy. Yeah, injured.
For Leyton Orient.
It was an own goal there. Fortunate.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
But you know what I noticed in that game? That new player that Man City got.
The guy...
no, the one in midfield.
From Porto.
The one that got hooked.
Yeah.
What's in the
got
Nico
hooked off.
Gonzalez?
No, he was injured. Yeah. I think I see what Pep is trying to do because
Gonzalez, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to play Rodri and him together in some games. The same way.
What, like double pivot?
Yeah. Because he feels like he's probably getting bullied too much. Because the same way when Arsenal will play with Declan Rice and Partey or whatever. So now he's like, okay, cool, let's go to war.
But you see when you play double pivot, because that's my criticism for Arsenal, it takes away a lot.
No, but it depends how you do the 8. Because Rice is now playing 8 where he can do the normal, let's say like he's playing in the midfield tour, like 4-4-2 back in the day, Steven Gerrard. Not saying Steven Gerrard, but up and down. He can do up and down. So if you can do that, it's not so much like a double pivot. Usually you're just 2 serves.
Yeah.
But I think with that one, I just feel like, I don't know how he was set up, but I feel like he would do it whereby you've got those 2 in there. And then you've got all these flying wingers just running like that. Mamouche and X.
No, I said Ollie was the Oracle, innit? When he had McFred in it.
Oh, yeah, he did. You know, he's banging them in for Napoli.
No, he's not the first person
6
to
goals
do a double
already.
pivot, bro.
I'm just saying.
More than
It's fine. Just
leave it.
add that little.
But Gonzalez went off injured. What are they saying? I don't think I read anything. How long
that
going to
guy
be out
banged him
now.
up before he scored the goal.
Yeah, he got back
That
out.
wasn't a foul though.
Was it injured? I thought he just got hooked.
No,
he got injured. Hooked off. Yeah.
I thought he got hooked in the 22nd minute, bro.
It's Leyton. You're 50 million.
Leyton Orient, you know. No
Exactly. But yeah, obviously, that I think that was my thing as well. Man City had some of the big guns on the bench and they brought on De Bruyne.
Yeah, but I mean, again, the season they're having, they need it more than in my opinion.
They've always done that though. Even I'm sure when they played that, even when they were at the top of their game, they still had like a few hitters on the bench.
Yeah.
Do you know who they got next?
What, Man City, Real Madrid?
No, in the FA Cup.
Plymouth.
Yeah.
Plymouth, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, United got Fulham as well.
We didn't need that.
So
Who you got Fulham?
That's right,
Fulham
you
at home.
might scumbag yourself another trophy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It wouldn't be scumbag.
No,
That'd be our third Premier League.
Anyone
opponent,
who
bruv.
wins it,
No, I
deserves
think
it.
and our third
Of that
final in a
scumbag.
row. If we get to
when I
all
say
the way.
scumbag yourself a trophy,
Like
not
the
because
luck
of
of the
the
draw.
round, because you even knocked Arsenal out. I mean, you had 10 men.
Oh,
so-
okay.
But I just mean, like, how trash you could ban
How trash we are to even get through.
Bro,
Yeah,
hey.
and, you know what I mean.
Do you know
and
what?
even the way you lot beat Leicester, like
Yeah,
you lot robbed them.
Yeah.
We
But
didn't-
I was just
that
going
was
to
nice.
go
You
around
didn't-
I was
you
going to
didn't
go
say
around the
that.
room quickly. What, VAR or no VAR?
VAR, man. Come on, man.
For what?
When
When
you
VAR
get
in
decisions
out.
like that, then
In the-
VAR, bro.
What?
Yeah.
What? So if you say take VAR out of football now or keep it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think VAR. I'm used to it not being there, innit? So, but now you've experienced it. I think if it was more like used for more black and white decisions, like offside, they do different what they did in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Then all these things about pulling someone now, those ones you don't need. I don't think you need VAR for that.
But I think they are going to start using the FIFA one. I don't know if it's next
I
year.
think they've introduced it.
But
No,
I
haven't seen
the
it.
competency
No, I
of
think
the
it's this season,
officiating in
as in-
general has just become poor. You
Yeah.
didn't need VAR for
No,
that.
you didn't need it for that.
You know what I mean?
I was watching it
Yeah,
going,
bro.
oh, this is going to be chalked off now.
Yeah, I'm
and then,
looking at it
and then
thinking,
they're
oh,
still
like-
celebrating.
Yeah, I'm thinking, this looks offside. And I'm thinking, this no VAR. But I'm thinking, but surely, like, I'm thinking the Lino's flag must have been up.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Nah, he
that's
was-
poor. Like,
he definitely-
the standard of officiating.
Do you-
in general is
maybe
just poor.
the Lino didn't put his flag up because he thought VAR was going to come and save
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
No,
no,
but I don't think it was even that.
Shit.
He didn't even want extra time. He's like, I'm going home, boy. It's Friday night.
Hey, do you know what Arsenal fan messaged me, bro? As soon as we lost to Plymouth, bro, it's like, if Man United win this, you lot are dickheads. I was like, hang on a minute. Wait, you lot couldn't even stop United, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, they introduced it before the end of the season.
Why would they do that then? Why not just let the season run out?
Yeah, they're doing
You said before the end of the season.
Yeah.
What's that? The new...
The offside thing.
Yeah,
the
because that one
automated
is far
offside.
better. That line thing,
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
just-
trusted.
yeah.
Nah, they still fuck it up. They'll find a way to fuck it up.
No. That one, I don't know, but obviously it can get fucked up, but I think that's a bit more sure for me. It's just like the ball one, for instance. That's pretty good in my mind.
Oh shit! What about the Newcastle one, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Joe Willett goal.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Yeah,
bro.
that was
was
sick.
But
so
that
dumb.
one I can get why it was given.
Nah, bro, you didn't have to give it, bro, because he wasn't. You can't tell from the angle, so let the referee do it.
Yeah.
I can tell because they even that. Why didn't they use the ball?
No, they don't have goal line technology
Yeah.
in
Okay.
Championship.
Yeah, I can tell that one. Okay, it's a wrong
League
decision.
One, sorry.
Yeah, I can.
I think
can
that's
get
the
that
whole
on a
point
blind.
of the VAR where they don't use it in the FA Cup, because there's
Yeah.
still teams that don't have that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
facility
like, why
to
would
do
the
it.
Lino flag so
But they bring
vehemently
it
when you
in
don't know?
from fifth round. Though.
Yeah, next round, yeah.
Is it fifth round? Next
Yeah,
round?
because
Yeah.
it's more Premier League teams in it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It still doesn't make sense because then how would Plymouth do it? Oh, I suppose they just do VAR back and stuff.
But they were, how would they do goal line? They'll probably use VAR for goal line, I guess.
But I think it's out of order, man. You should just have VAR for the whole competition or for none of it.
It is a bit difficult.
No, you can't do it in the preliminary rounds.
Yeah.
Why not?
What, hashtag United? They're going to have
Bromley, innit? Bromley on them grounds.
Yeah, but I hear you, but it's just like, imagine like
VCD Athletic.
Let's see how United, now obviously you've progressed and that goal probably would have got ruled out if VAR or a competent official was there. Then now on the flip side, let's say an injustice happens to United and now you get saved by VAR, but Ruud, Van Nistelrooy, and Leicester didn't get saved.
But I suppose everyone's in that same boat.
Yeah, you got to make it to the fifth round if you want VAR to save you, innit? That's the
rewards. I was going to say Man
it.
City have got Real Madrid and then Newcastle next.
You talking about Chelsea? Chelsea, innit? They played in the FA Cup.
Yeah, I haven't moved on yet.
Oh, sorry.
I was still Man City.
Sorry.
Yeah. What do you not think about Man City, Real Madrid?
I think
that's tomorrow, right?
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
tomorrow night,
Real Madrid are going to lift them.
But I'll ask you, as an Arsenal fan, who do you want? Because I think one of them will play Arsenal, right?
They will. Whoever wins that plays
Arsenal. Oh, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. So this is the guy. Isn't this the guy that's been saying that? You said got to beat man. Real Madrid, bro.
Wait. I've said this season is not the season.
Here we go.
I don't want to test my theory this season. Not this season. Not this season. Because we're not
out of it. What's changed, bro?
We're not in the right condition, bro.
What mentally or what?
Nah, players, man. Come
on. Come on.
What's changed?
Well, our best player's not even hit back.
Oh, Saka. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
When's he back? Soon, no?
Well, I'm hearing.
Well, Ben White's training.
I'm seeing he's training in Dubai at the moment. The thing is with Arsenal, which is sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a poor thing. I don't really know when they're lying to us anymore. Because if the extent of Saka's injury was the way that we believed it was when it was first reported, then I'm not seeing Saka for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom. They're saying he might be here next month. That's in 2 to 3 weeks. Bro, that's impossible.
Arteta's definitely a liar.
I
feel like he does like old school, like Sir Alex used to do all the time.
Yeah.
Did Wenger used to do it as well? I think Wenger used to do it with Sir Alex. Like, they used to do it to each other. And then Jose as well used to do it as well. I think it's...
So maybe,
he's lying.
I mean, and if he is back and he's not being rushed and we're getting the Saka that we had, then bro, but if it's, in my mind, Saka's out for the rest of the season. Martinelli's just gone down injured, what have you not. Right now, I don't want to see Real Madrid. And not that Real Madrid are like firing on all cylinders and they're mad banging, but in terms of Champions League, they've just got Champions League pedigree. Over two legs, we couldn't even deal with Newcastle, much less freaking Manchester
So obviously
City.
Man City would be your favourite option, wouldn't it?
But that sounds a bit... Because that means you played them, that's a third time, fourth time this season? And there's different jeopardy when you're in the Champions League, especially the whole Haaland thing now.
I can't tell you I want any of them, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah, bro, because you know what?
It's got to be Man City, man.
I'm not scared of Manchester
City. Of course not.
So as much as maybe I might have a little bit more awareness, I don't even want to say scared, awareness of Real Madrid. But in Champions League over 2 legs, I just don't trust Arsenal, bro. I don't trust us over 2 legs.
I think over Real Madrid.
I
think I want to see Arsenal.
It's too much for
Man City will be the easier choice. I think.
The reason why I don't think it will be the easier choice because of the amount of time that Arsenal already played them this season. At one point, it has to go someone's way.
No, because Man City have been progressively getting worse and worse since you played them the first time, and then you played them and rightfully so, you beat them 5-1. You probably should have beaten them more. So I think with that, bro, like I'm expecting to be.
Bro, that's what makes it worse. That's what makes it worse. Because the fire's burning. They beat them 5-1. You got the whole Haaland debacle. Everyone's.
But over 2 legs,
is going to be what I would say is that for Arsenal, the critique on them over the season is that their mentality hasn't been there. So if they can go into this game knowing that they've already beat this team and they can perform against them. It's probably better than playing a Real Madrid team who are multiple Champions League winners.
I heard that, but me personally, I think Real Madrid on this occasion.
Yeah, maybe Real Madrid because they won it last season. Maybe they're like,
I hope they get Real Madrid. That would be splendid.
To be honest, I want to see. Strives wanted Real Madrid.
Yeah, I want to see. You want to play the big boys, isn't it?
Yeah. Bro, but at the end of the day, I still maintain that I don't think it is as foregone a conclusion as you lot were making out Arsenal.
No, you
said
2-0. You said 2-0.
I never said 2-0. I said that we. I said something disrespectful.
I remember something.
I said it would probably be 50-50 or 60-40. in Real Madrid's
2-0.
favour that we could progress
You said
over
2-0.
Real Madrid over
You said
2
we'll
legs.
beat them 2-0, bro.
I don't
You said something disrespectful. That's why I remember the
Then you
comment.
said that you're going to win the league, Champions League last season as well.
The reason why you found disrespectful is because I said it in that season where we had just finished 5th and then we were surprising everybody.
Yeah.
So you lot thought, how dare you start talking about you could beat Real Madrid over 2 legs? That's why it was sounding so disrespectful.
No, I said it because remember we lost to them, and then you were laughing at us, and then you said we'll beat them 2-0.
I'm saying,
I said no, there's no chance.
I don't remember saying that exact scoreline, but I just said I felt like we could probably beat them over 2 legs. But I've said that in group chats. Everybody holds me to that take. But to obviously what Del Estrada is saying, I think there is credence in what he's saying, because there was a time when we had this silly run over Chelsea, like beating them non-stop. Gets to Champions League, he's celebrating, and then Wayne Bridge knocks us out. Well, I think it was a quarters or something. So there's something in it. Like when it comes to
with Liverpool and Chelsea as well.
We won
Liverpool
once, and they won once as well in the Champions League.
Okay.
So let me get this right. So you wouldn't want Real Madrid now just solely because you're not looking
forward to it. But
I'm saying, imagine you had all your players now.
Yeah, if they had all our players, man, let them. Let's have.
You don't care who you get.
Let's have it, man.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
Okay. That's fair. Obviously, Marley Mar, we can move on to Brighton now. Brighton 2, Chelsea 1.
Just want to talk about.
We obviously talked about Sancho before, but I want to say, did Brighton do the right thing to reject the offer for Mitoma? It was like 54 million.
I don't think that was a real offer. They couldn't have been a real offer, because why would you reject that?
Who went for Mitoma? Chelsea?
No,
Al
Nassr.
Yeah. Hey, is it Duran's team? Is that the same one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had 90 as well, 90 million.
Yeah,
I don't know. I saw 54 million. But either way, I thought, why are they not taking that?
That couldn't be. That's not real. Sometimes because I feel like the Salah offer as well wasn't a real offer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, I think we just hear it in reports, like
just
to remind people that they got peas. We know they got peas in it. Like,
should they have taken it if let's say it was a real?
If it's real,
offer, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because he's not been great this season, so I thought that would have been the perfect time to get rid of him. But
then against Chelsea, though.
But then they've got injury crisis at the club as well, so I guess it was been a bad time to sell him as well. Because I think they have the highest injuries in the league, right? Brighton. No.
I think they're top 2 Tottenham.
Yeah.
Tottenham, then Brighton.
Tottenham, Brighton, and then Arsenal.
I didn't know
then
that.
Bournemouth, I think, or something like that.
But I think Chelsea felt the injustice as well. You know, you're talking about VAR not being there.
No, but that one wasn't. It wasn't a penalty.
You didn't think so?
What was?
I think it was struck.
Yeah, I think the rules are, even if VAR was there, it wouldn't have been disallowed. Similar to the Newcastle one, even though it was harsh.
Yeah.
The rules are, if it directly hits your hand before it goes in, then it's offside. And then it's ruled out.
Lamptey handball before the...
yeah. And there was a few passages.
Yeah, there were a lot of passages.
Yeah, so even if VAR they could have ruled
that Mitoma finish was not the first touch.
Yeah.
Bro, where did it came off his ear or something, bro?
Yeah.
That's nice.
What are we thinking about Chelsea?
No, Mariska's been very clear that he said this team's not good enough.
Nah, but even that, sometimes, you don't know what you're putting out in the universe. Even when they were chasing, they're chasing the league, he goes, "No, we're not good enough." I agree. Then all the players came out. No, but it's the mental.
Yeah,
all the players came out and said that. Then before they start losing out. Even top 4, he's not staking and saying we're in the top 4 race. He's just saying we're just doing what we're doing.
But I think it's very clear. Like obviously, I was
not
taking
the Forest are doing it. And if you ask them, they say, "Yeah, we're going to try and do it."
Yeah, but again, it's like cool. Yeah, no, I don't.
At the end of the day, how many players do they even have? They got 2 good teams they could put out there. So what else does a manager need?
Yeah.
And I think Pochettino left them in
decent needs time, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Decent condition. There's no excuse for
no, there is. There's always an excuse that this is your first season at a club. There's that you can never throw that away, bro.
So that's the excuse for basically
maybe that's why they
putting out there. Because when I say there's no excuse, going out there and saying, "Oh, we're not in the title race." Your performances and everything is saying that you are as much in the title race as Arsenal, Nottingham Forest.
But he didn't believe in his performances, and I think that's right. His performances were great.
They're probably saying something else than what they're saying in the media.
But he's putting it out there, there's the power of life and death lays at the tip of the tongue. Yeah. He spoke death into his team.
At the same time as well, who is deciding the transfer at Chelsea? Because obviously they had João Felix on loan, then they bought him. Then they loaned him back to AC Milan. So what's going on there? So you're going in for a player, buying him, and then you're loaning him.
But this is what I'm saying. You lot are saying that he got left the team in great condition. bro, it's a revolving
I wouldn't
door
say
at
it was
Chelsea,
a
though.
great condition,
That's
but I would say you have more than enough resources to do better than what he's doing.
I felt like him, Pochettino left him.
Bro, like, how many players have gone and have come in since that, though?
Bro, it was a more turbulent environment for Poch than it is for him.
But I'm saying
they had a season underneath their belt.
Yeah.
They've played together now, so to speak. Personally, I think Maresca definitely should have like when he was in the race for the title. That was probably a bridge too far. If that's I'm saying, but top 4, like once he's in that position, that's realistic. Bro.
Yeah. But I mean, he only said, "I don't think we're in the title race." I agreed with that. Obviously, I might have said some stuff to be an Arsenal hater at the time, but I definitely agreed with that. And I do think, as a manager in your first season, the expectations have to be a lot lower.
Not for Chelsea manager.
No, 100%.
I think that's probably
for
the
a guy coming from the Championship.
No, but it doesn't. Chelsea's expectation are always they need to deliver, bro. That's why they have such a high turnover of coaches. Yeah, but you have to temper your
expectations. Same as Man United now have to temper their expectations.
He's got to win something,
but isn't that why?
It's true.
No way, bro.
Isn't that why they sacked Potter though? Because of that's who Chelsea are.
No, Potter was weak, bro. Like you go and talk sport and hear about Simon Jordan talk about it all the time. Graham Potter was weak. They were calling Harry Potter in the annals of the club, bro.
Yeah, but patience isn't the thing at Chelsea. If you're spending 1.6 or 1.2 billion,
yeah, but it's not Maresca saying like. We've all criticised their system, and their system is not set up for somebody to succeed. If I'm going to be honest, from when like João Felix is coming in, he's not getting game time. Gone.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who's going to be here tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
Then Renato Vega. We all said Renato Vega is a decent player. Next thing I know, he's gone, bro.
But I agree with your point to why I don't think Maresca can come out and say that we're not in anything, bruv. Like, you just got to crack on, bro. Win every game, bruv. You got to win every game there.
Yeah, I agree.
And they're in that European conference thing.
They
need to win that. They need to win that.
Yeah. But he's not said anything like, we're not going to win this.
No trophy.
No, he could never, bruv.
They have to be held to the same standards as other top clubs.
What other top clubs with the first manager though? In their first season, sorry.
Bro, you're at a top club. Like it's like what?
It's
like what?
How long has the Nottingham Forest one been there? How long has he been there, Nunes?
A season and a half.
Yeah, season and a half.
Okay, so not too bad. All right, let's move on. Let's crack through these. Obviously, Aston Villa beat Tottenham. Obviously, I saw the interview with Ange after, and he did make a good point because he was like, "Oh, did Liverpool lose as well?"
Shut up, man.
No, listen. He said,
"No, not you, not you."
No, him. Yeah, but I was going to say, he said, "Did Liverpool not lose as well? They changed 10 players." He said, "But for me, if I don't have the 10 players in my team that I want to play, and I've got them out for 2.5 months, how do you guys expect?"
Bro, let me just say, like, bro, you've had those 10 players missing for a whole season. Your performances should be getting better.
No, it gets worse.
No, hang on.
You don't have time to give them a rest.
No, but
that's true. He
basically
played the same team they played.
Wait, guys, wait. When Arsenal were in their first season of challenging for the title, they played the same players over and over. When Leicester won the league, they played the same players over and over again.
Leicester like one game a week.
Yeah,
but they still played the same players over and over again. So that's
one game.
And hang on, and then the players that are playing in the Europa League, they're not the same players that are playing in the Premier League.
No, they are. That's how I think their squad is. Yeah, it's legit. Like Bergvall plays every single game.
They cannot come on the subs. Them guys come on the sub. But that's what I'm saying. They're not. There is a rotation happening there. It's not a greatest rotation, but it's happening. And my thing is that you've had these guys injured for a long time this season. So I think the performances should be getting better.
At least you're consistent, because you said that with Ten Hag, even though it was wrong. I think it was wrong.
No, because again, when injuries, everybody gets injuries, bro. And like,
everyone gets injuries. But when you're playing games every other day, right?
That's the game, bro. That's the game.
He's saying like,
it's going to impact me.
Yeah, it's going to impact it. But I want to see an improvement in your performances and how your players are taking in your instructions.
If they ain't got no experience, how are they going to really improve?
What's going on? You just said that Maresca has to be delivering in his first season in the Premier League.
The play experience. Maresca's got better players that have got better overall experience.
But my thing is that he doesn't. But why? No, but I'm saying, why does experience only go to the players and not about the managers though? Experience is experience, bro. Like, if it's your first season in the league.
Like Maresca wasn't managing at Leicester, didn't he?
In the Championship.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying it's...
Championship is a very competitive league, bro.
But it's not Premier League. You just said Sporting and Premier League and Portuguese League.
We're just talking about experience.
But we're talking about Portuguese League and Premier League, and we just said that it's a different animal. So why now we're talking about the Championship and the Premier League like they're the same thing?
I don't know. Like, I don't know that... I understand the point you're making, but I don't know that I don't know how much weight that has.
Okay,
because I think where Maresca's come from, I still feel like he's got enough about him to be doing better at Chelsea with the resources he's got. And I think, yeah, I do hear your point though with Tottenham in regards to their players. Consistency should, you should be getting a better tune out of a consistent set of players.
When you're playing consistent with the same team, but week in, week out, your position are a bit more fresh than you sometimes.
Yeah. No,
I may be getting smart in my head, but my legs are like, yo.
No, I hear you too. I hear you as well, because if you're playing, you literally no rest, like Thursday, Sunday since November. I do hear that. I get it as well. I get it as well. But that being said, I do feel that Ange doesn't always take accountability for his part in this. And I think even in the interviews that you were mentioning, he's deflecting upon the players. Like, you can't blame the players. But then I'm thinking about it, like in the group chats I'm in or in the football conversations I'm involved in, I don't hear no one blaming players ever. It's always Ange, really. So I was just wondering, what's he talking about in his post-press conference? Why are we talking about players? No one's ever blamed the players.
Bro, even Romero, bro. Why did you rush Romero back from injury against Chelsea? Then he gets injured again, bro. Like, you got to take responsibility for that.
But I think the main thing with a lot of people, obviously, the Aston Villa game, I think was a little bit better for them. But in terms of when they played you in the Carabao, a lot of the opinions and the fans like speaking, they were like, they didn't even give it a go. Like, this semi-final. But my point is, if those players don't have the experience to play at that level against a Liverpool who got all their players fit, you're asking a lot from a team that's got no experience and they're playing all the time.
I don't know, man. Like,
that's like almost like saying you're going to put you played that team that played against Plymouth all the time. Are they always going to get the same? And you've got more experience in that team that played Plymouth.
No, I don't think we do. I don't think we do.
Yeah, Chiesa, Endo, Tsimikas.
What do you mean? Like,
come on, they're experienced.
We can go bar for bar. Yeah. I don't want to do that. My point is that at the end of the day, Man United have been through that. Nobody gave them any thingy. Liverpool went through that when we lost all of our centre-backs and we had to play Henderson and Fabinho. Nobody gave us any leeway. You're going through with it. Deal with it, bro. Stop talking about the players. Stop talking about your injury. At the end of the day, we know that you have injuries and you have players that are playing week in, week out. Deal with it.
I think what we're saying, though, the consistent is, though, when it happened for us, when it happened to you, when it happens to you now, your form does drop.
100% it drops. But you're saying you wouldn't hear it. Because Jurgen Klopp ain't coming to press conference saying that we haven't got any centre-backs. And now we have to play this guy who I've never heard of, and Nat Phillips. ETH, I think he might have said a couple of things about injuries, but we laughed at him and we cussed him.
Yeah.
So now let's laugh at Point and laugh at Ange Postecoglou.
I think the thing with Ange, I don't think he's coming and well, if he doesn't get asked a question, then he ain't going to talk about it.
Bro, he's doing violins, bro, man. Why are you talking about Liverpool, bro? Liverpool lost because they're playing with a team that they've never played with before.
I think you just...
They played like 50 games with this team, bro. Like,
he was trying to deflect. He was trying hard.
You don't know what you're talking about, man.
Bro, I hate his interview manner, bro. Just like, be nice, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's so crass.
You know why he's such a jerk as well? Like, first he was there in the media.
Media darling, bro.
You'll never hear me talk about a referee.
Exactly. Throwing other managers under the bus. Now look at your stupid face.
That's why I done. That's what I done.
Yeah.
We have to give props to Aston Villa. They're playing well. They got through this round as well.
Bro, hey, listen, I don't know what's going on. You're lucky you don't have to play them no more, bro. All these Galacticos guys that they brought in is crazy, bro.
Yeah. That Duran Cell, bro, just really done wonders for them, bro. But
you think they're a stronger team now?
I think so.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. They've got more options, and I think Marlon will actually do well with them. Yeah, I think he'll do well with them.
Funny, he was with Arsenal once upon a time.
Would you have taken him back at this window?
I would have been underwhelmed if I'm completely honest.
You know, he's got a bit like of Embremo about him. Obviously, time will tell whether or not he's as efficient in the Premier League.
Nah, I don't think so.
In terms of style of play, he's
Embremo is very clinical, bro. In terms of like his movement of the ball and manipulation of the ball.
Marlon, you'll see Marlon.
I don't know.
Marlon can get goals.
He's not registered for UCL though. Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah. I was a bit strange, wasn't it?
Della, let's move on to your team. Beat Birmingham 3-2.
By the way, it's not my team. I'm just a football fan.
You're wearing the apparel today. What is it? The apparel?
Rotate your body.
Wearing apparel
Rotate your body so they can see the logo, bro. So they can see that logo.
Money must support Ajax?
Huh?
Money must support Ajax?
Nah, but we know it doesn't. He's just wearing that.
You know, in England,
that's fun.
Outside of England, you can wear anything.
This is fashion, man. This is fashion.
Is this not a fashionable term?
West England, no?
Very, very.
But yeah, go on, crack. You can ask me any football question you want.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, in terms of obviously, you're in the final, through to the FA Cup. Yeah, Newcastle. Through to the next round of the FA Cup. Again, do we have to give a bit more props to Eddie Howe? Because I've said it before, I don't think he gets enough props for what he does and how his team play. But this year, I think, could be a year that he wins something.
I hope so for him and the club. I think this is second final. The first one, obviously, they lost to you guys. I think just that team, on their day, they can beat anyone. Because that midfield, they're just bullies.
Yeah.
So they can go, so they can go toe-to-toe with anyone. And I think, it's deserved. Obviously, Birmingham took the lead first. And then Newcastle just came back into it. And even then, I was watching, I was like, this squad, they've got a decent squad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you had Willock was playing, Wilson's back. There was a guy that played from Sheffield United. I think he played on the right. I can't remember his name. Some Lighty. He looked decent.
Ulan.
Schuler. Yeah. So who have they got?
Yeah. When they get him?
This summer, I think.
Yeah, he looked good, man. Yeah, he did look good.
But yeah, I think
Newcastle got Brighton next.
Oh.
Yeah. So
see, that's when
but it's at home.
It's the luck of the draw. You know, like you would hope they got someone like
they'll win that. Brighton.
What's that, FA Cup?
Yeah. But it's a
It's
depending on what team shows up. But Newcastle playing at home, it's a madness. And when they're on form, well, Isaac.
When they get the crowd going,
Isaac is on fire.
World's best striker at the moment.
I don't like
world.
I think there's the things are too cheap, because I don't watch.
That's what
the
pundits.
But that's what they were saying.
Yeah,
Pundits, they're just full shit.
Who's a better striker than him right now?
Harry Kane's a better striker than him.
I haven't watched Harry Kane.
Yeah, but he's on the way out.
Yeah, he's on the way out.
He's right now.
Let's talk about in terms of who you would buy.
Yeah.
As in asset. Okay.
In terms of a striker,
I couldn't think of one. He's definitely a prize asset for sure.
Yeah, Arsenal got no chance in securing that, boy.
No, they ain't going to spend the piece.
I think do you think he's buying into this?
Hold on, wait. Do you think Arsenal will spend the piece on Isaac?
It's got to be 150.
I just wish they would. I don't think Arsenal will do a lot of stuff anymore.
But do you think they're not going to buy him? Not because they probably couldn't afford to pay what they want, whatever it is, 150 million. But probably to the point is if they buy one player, then they're struggling to probably bring in one or two other reinforcements.
Yeah, I think Arsenal's found himself in a bit of a funny situation where we've been rebuilding our team, but probably need another rebuild. It's just
but that happens.
Well, rebuild where though? Maybe the midfield because Partey and Jorginho. But where else do you need to rebuild?
Partey, Jorginho. I think you need about 3 forwards.
That's not rebuilding because he's never done the forward line before. So that's just part of the build. It's not a rebuild.
Part of the build. But then the rebuild may come from the sense that you're probably going to move on Zinchenko, probably move on Tierney.
Yeah, but then
should move on Gabriel Jesus.
Probably, yeah. But then, like Della's saying, that he's not counting. That's part of the rebuild.
Okay.
Neto, he's on loan, so you're probably going to need to get a goalkeeper. So there is still some sort of a rebuild, yeah. And then if you spend like 130 to 150 mil,
that's what I was going to say.
And then their wages on top of it, then knowing I think we can do it, but I'm not. I ain't got their books in front of me.
You're not running the books,
yeah. So
you think they should be supplementing the squad with like more youth players instead of letting Man United take them?
That's fun.
I think.
Are you taking the right ones there?
Yeah, that's exactly. I was gonna say like. Obviously, you taken that.
You're not. You're not with your current leadership, bro.
You've taken. I mean, I don't blame Aiden Heaven for going to. At first, I thought, no, we shouldn't be doing that. I think he's decent enough, but. When I think about it, I'm like...
The route to the first team.
Yeah, like, if you think he's not... Is he getting into our team? We got Josh Nichols still there.
He's a right back.
Yeah, but... yeah, I know, but surely that's kind of where Heaven was playing for us a couple of times. Well, centre back, but I swear he played right back.
If you're covering, yeah.
Yeah, but then if you think about it, he's not... There's the pathway into our team for him. Like...
It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. So I can understand why you might go to Man United, a big club. There's a chance you might break into the first team. sooner. I get it, but is that a big miss for Arsenal? I think we can.
But a miss in the sense that I guess if these guys are going, you're then having to replace them with. You're not going to get a youth player. You're going to get someone of age.
Yeah, but then someone is a conveyor belt, isn't it? So he's gone. So someone at under 17 or 18 will just be stepping up in that position.
Arsenal currently the yellow stickers. When you get them in the shops when they expire, the players they get them. That's what they love apparently. Apparently that's what you guys love.
Yeah, that one didn't bang,
I'll
that one didn't.
Who is it?
Still trying to connect the dots on that one.
No, I got it. Expired bakery.
But who?
I don't know.
Give an example.
Let's move on. That's your bad friend. Who's the guy that Arteta keeps on talking about in the youth, the 16-year-old?
I told you about him in the group on Ox.
Yeah, I know he's meant to be done. I just
what's his name?
Doman.
Yeah, that one.
I don't think
you've
he's
seen
15.
him.
I think like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why because he's registered for
15.
No, he's solid, man.
Yeah, but is he solid for a 14-year-old?
When we was talking about Shido, we was talking about Max Doman as well. Or Doman or Dalman, I don't know, because you lot keep getting on to me about pronunciation, but
that's egregious.
But yeah, no, he's meant to be solid. And I saw on Twitter, I can't remember his name now, but we've got another young striker that's coming up. I think he's got like 17, 18 GA. So, we got a decent
Make sure you secure that contract, innit?
Yeah, we got to do. So, we're all right, man. We're all right in terms of the youth team still, man.
Sorry, a quick one. Bod's in the group, he mentioned something about you lot giving Nwaneri game time. And Della, you asked him, where should he play then, innit? What do you lot think about that? Because obviously Saka had that time to develop and all that game time. And he's technically not going to get that at this
He's
club.
getting it now. I think when you're a younger player, you have to seize the moment, seize the day. You know what I mean? Like carpe diem, so to speak. Like with players injured, you seize the day, you seize the moment. And he's doing that. But obviously when Saka comes back in, then he'll just go back he will still be part of the first team setup because he's shown that he's capable. He's shown that he's a good enough player. I think we just take our time with him. We just develop him properly. But
you know like how Saka had, because you lot didn't have the greatest players at the time, he had the run of games where he can develop. And sometimes that's good for players, sometimes it's bad for players. Well,
Saka was a bit utility, if you remember.
Yeah,
so he
exactly.
started left back, then left wing back, and then, a bit further forward. Then he's moved over to the right. So because he could play in so many different areas, he was able to fill in. And he's IQ
is a generational talent. He's looking like a generational talent.
See the point I was trying to get from Buzz. So what should Arsenal do? Sell him?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. Is there not
give him more minutes?
Yeah, give him more game time.
To strive this point now that he sees it, he sees a moment. He's now trusting the manager to say, okay, right, Saka, you don't need to play 90 minutes anymore. You can come off after 60. You can rest.
That's true.
Odegaard, you can come off it.
Do you know what I was thinking?
He doesn't have to be a starter.
Because you can't expect him to just be in starting now.
But I'm thinking do you lot have to play double pivot though, in all your games?
Oh, maybe not.
So that's what I was thinking. Is it because he can play attacking mid centre? He can play on the right. I don't know if he can play on the left.
Yeah, I've seen some Arsenal fans say they'd love to see let's say a Decker's holding with Odegaard and Ranieri. Something obviously there's different variations.
On that one, Odegaard, I think he needs to move to an 8.
Odegaard, yeah.
Left 8.
And I think that's because you get. I don't know how good he is in going backwards, but if you have that, and you're gonna be suffocating teams, especially when they're doing low block.
Yeah,
why have that?
When the boy's ready,
Yeah.
He's 17.
Generational talent, bro. He looks ready.
You're doing the right thing.
That's what I believe.
But the thing is, they do.
He should
they
go
don't
Man
want to get
United.
greedy. I want more game time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could do.
This
Still,
guy doesn't fuck down.
can't even lie.
Yeah. He's just loving life right now.
he's
That's what happens when you're at the top.
No. I want to see him play. Honestly speaking, I just want to see him getting more game time. If I'm going to be honest, for the good of
considering at the start of the season, I don't think anyone would have thought him or MLS would have got as much game time as they got.
Bro,
not MLS, but Ranieri,
yeah, bro. I was cussing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm bro, why is this guy not getting more game time?
My thing was he should just be getting more game time, whether it be 20 minutes,
but
30
at the
minutes
same
in the
time,
games, starting games that you feel as if you'd the opposition is a bit
the one time when he tried to go back to back, he got injured. Let's not forget, he's still a little kid. His body is still. Yes, we know he's got the talent, but at the same time, his body needs to be able to cope with playing men's football and doing sprint and it's different.
I didn't really get injured when I was. I remember getting injured when I was 17.
In what competition were you playing?
Tangent C.
Sales of school.
You're playing plumbers, bro. I think it's probably more aggressive, bro, on them pitches.
Time's getting a bit better of us, I can't lie.
All right.
Yeah, we're running out of minutes. Sugar on the Arsenal segment. So
no, I mean, like I said, man, we ain't played, bro. We deserve it. We deserve a break. I deserve a break.
So you're in Dubai as well mentally?
Yeah, well, I'm there. I'm just waiting to hopefully see what Everton can do for us, and then maybe that.
I think that's going to be a good game, you know.
Well, Everton, Newcastle.
Yeah.
I mean, Liverpool.
Yeah.
What?
We play Leicester, innit? So.
How do you feel about bowing out to Newcastle though? Because obviously you're on record saying you don't really care about Carabao Cup, but this was an opportunity to like get another minor or domestic.
So I feel like I owe an apology to all the listeners, maybe yourself as well. I think I've apologized to a couple of people because
I haven't received my apology.
Maybe I'll give you an apology as well.
Maybe not.
We're all in the same room because I feel like I may have been a little bit harsh on this Carabao Cup thing in general. I still believe that the Community Shield shouldn't be getting rubbed out the way it was. And I still believe it's a higher quality fixture more times than not. And to be in a Community Shield, you've won the Prem or the FA Cup.
It's just one fixture. Though.
I understand the one. That's that. I don't want to get into that combo.
One fixture that you didn't even earn, bruv.
That one
by finishing second.
That one again. We can argue the toss at that. I think if you've challenged, then you've. No.
Like I said,
I don't want to get into that. I just want to say with the Carabao Cup, I felt like I was very disparaging and I felt I was too rude. And you can't dismiss trophies.
No.
And me as an Arsenal fan, I had no right because obviously when I was in with it, I wanted to win it. I'll be honest. I wanted to win the trophy. And then when we got dumped out, I was sad, man. I was pissed. I was angry. So I feel like I owe everyone an apology.
It's honestly.
Growth.
A cup's a cup, man. A cup's a cup. But quickly, before we wrap it, let's just quickly do this back pages. If I start with you, Joey.
No, so somebody else.
No, Joey, come on, man. You giving it to Plymouth?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Plymouth, man. Well done, Plymouth. Actually, I'm going to give it to the guy who scored that goal for Man City, bro. For Leyton Orient against Man City, man. Like, because obviously the City player got injured and bang up before he done it as well. And I think they should have just given it to him, man, instead of giving it to as an OG to
Donnelly, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's sure.
And he's on loan from Spurs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, lonely from.
Let me give it to Plymouth then. I'm joking.
Della?
I like to give myself the back pages.
Hold tight, you.
Yeah. I've been playing football for the last month or so, and the last time I played football,
are you back?
Yeah. The last time I played, I wasn't married. I didn't have a child, so that's going on 2 years. So yeah, I found my rhythm.
I saw your status when on your first game back.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Breathing like Leno. Breathing like Leno.
The first game, Steph said you did one. No, you didn't.
Oh, you played what, Sunday?
No, on Mondays with Steph.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So the second time I went, it was okay, and I started to feel my brain felt tight. Third time I went, the guy that I think one of the old managers I played with, he was like, yeah, Sam, honeymoon's over. I said, okay, cool.
Yeah.
He's had a decent game. The last week had a decent game.
That's good.
So yeah.
Was the seventh?
Well played, bro. Well played.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't give it to Newcastle, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back, man.
Let me enjoy my moment.
Well, Belmont might need you then, bro. If you're back like that,
calling, bro.
Belmont might require you, bro. Belmont's been struggling, fam.
Yeah, Steph told me. I'm like, are you just going to just survive? Because every week you guys are losing.
It's not vibes.
No, I can't do 11s like that. This one is. The last time I went out, my best game was, I think, there was more space. A few people didn't show up. So more like 8, 9 aside.
I'm going to go for Isaac, obvious reasons.
What was the reason for taking dogs for a walk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tribes?
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Joe Willett.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Joe Willett, man. I feel like he's former Arsenal boy as well, man. I like seeing former Arsenal boys go on and do their thing. And as much as Newcastle dumped us out of the cup, man, I'm just happy to see him thrive, man.
Come Wembley.
Huh?
Come Wembley, me and Shags.
I wouldn't mind, man. I hope Newcastle do it. I'll be honest.
What? Shag is not brilliant, like you.
He doesn't have to.
I was going to give my one to Plymouth. Obviously, Joey said it, so I'll probably give mine to Mitoma.
No, mine was Donnelly.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mine was going to be Plymouth anyway. Just overall, great result. top versus bottom. You can't get any better. You sacked Wayne Rooney. You've come back from...
That manager's beaten...
Is he the new managers? Is he Bulgarian or something like that?
He's been in
Did you see his intro video?
No.
Oh, sick.
He's been in the Dutch league before and he's beaten Slot before as well.
Yeah,
so.
I think you said that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you've been chopping with us, Podcast Pundits in the studio. Stay tuned. We're going to have more studio action coming soon. Give us a like, give us a follow, but we out.